welcome to Queenstown. This is checking into the accommodation for the next few days. Look at this view, incredible. They also left some wine, which was so lovely. As you saw, we passed through Arrowtown, which is a beautiful, quaint little town, nice and cozy, on the way from Wanaka to Queenstown. A beautiful drive as well. Basically checked in to the new accommodation and got ready for dinner straight away because I booked dinner for my parents and I well in advance because I knew that this restaurant was a must. And the first night here, I was wasting no time. We were going to Margot's, which is an awesome Mexican rooftop bar. The town of Queenstown is so vibey and I've absolutely missed being here. This place just gives me all the good energy. And I was so excited to show my parents around and take them to places that I really enjoy and that I love. And this particular night I had been waiting for months, so was very excited. But yeah, honestly just so grateful to be here in New Zealand and I've loved the trip so far. Was really looking forward to a little bit of downtime on this leg of the trip. But this is Margot's, as I said, rooftop bar, Mexican vibes, so good. You must come here if you are visiting Queenstown. Would recommend booking in advance. These strawberry margaritas are to die for. I have been dreaming about them. Such a vibey little restaurant, and it kind of looks over, if you sit outside, looks over the main strip of Queenstown, which is cool. But yeah, love the atmosphere here and was so excited to share this with my parents. We got some dips, some nachos, some sharing platters. It was so good and they had a really good time too, which made me very happy. Look at these nachos, so good.
Hello guys, coming to you in this vlog from Queenstown. Just got to Queenstown today, just many hours ago, but basically just familiarizing ourselves, showing my parents around. I have been to Queenstown before and this time I get to show my parents all of the things that I love about Queenstown and go back to some of my favorite places, which is really cool. But we just got home from dinner. I took my parents to Margot's, which is my favorite. Sharon's and I, if you watched the last New Zealand vlogs, we went there for dinner and it was so yum, and I've just been dreaming about going back ever since. So that was very fun. Had some margies, strolled around the town on the way home. I forgot how much I loved Queenstown, like just the vibes. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, this is so random. I'm literally about to have a shower and take my makeup off, but I had to show you this because this is the weirdest angle. There is literally nowhere to vlog. But I saw these at like every tourist shop pretty much since I got to New Zealand, and I found them today on the way home for half price, and I feel like this is a sign. Are they not the funkiest glasses? If you know me, it looks so silly with this outfit, but if you know me, you know I have a thing with sunglasses. Like I love button sunglasses, and I saw the color of these and I was like, that is my color. That is my color. It looks ridiculous because it's nighttime and my outfit doesn't match, but trust, I'm very excited about them. The funky sunglasses. Tidy my room, move my suitcase off so I can go to sleep. I also have been collecting some stickers for my water bottle since I've been here, and other bits and pieces, not just. I got some today. Tell me why souvenir shopping is so fun. I got these today in Arrowtown. How cute. We got Roy's Peak, Coronet Peak, which is where I went skiing last time I was here, and then Mount Cook, fridge magnet. And then last time I was here, I went to Milford Sound as well, so I found that. How nice is this one? This one's from Mount Cook. I got a few others. I don't know where they ended up. They're in a bag, so I'm very excited about these. Yeah, I have no idea where the other ones have ended up, but I'm going to take my makeup off and get into my PJs.
The next day, took my parents to coffee in Glenorchy. This is Mr. and Mrs. Glenn's tap house. I think I got that right. Must come here. These little like glass houses are so cute because you're in your like own little bubble and they play music through them. I love them. But Glenorchy is a super cute little town, really beautiful views. You kind of just like walk around, and there was more here open than the last time I was here. The last time I came with the girls, I think it was a public holiday, so a lot of places were shut. So it was really nice exploring. and seeing some of the beautiful places around here. Then the sun came out in the afternoon, so took a trip up to the Skyline in Queenstown. Just booked the gondola ride this time, but the views from the top are incredible. Another must do, and I'm so glad the weather turned out for this little activity. And then at the bottom there's this awesome gelato shop. You must go here as well. Queenstown is just beautiful. Do you see why I'm so obsessed with this place? Good morning. It is Thursday, I believe. Crazy, I've been in New Zealand for like almost 2 weeks. Crazy times. But I'm just having some breakfast. We've got some oats, some berries. I am just craving, you know, when you're on holiday and like the food's real yum, but you get to a certain point where you just crave like normality, or just, I don't know, like I haven't been, obviously it's been holidays and I've been eating some sweet treats and things like that, but like nothing crazy. Do you know what I mean? Like most days I haven't even been having lunch, but I'm just like, I'm craving oats, fruit, like fresh produce. Like I'm just, there's one thing I'm excited for when I go home, just to like cook some normal veggies. I know, my stomach just enjoy my normal meals. I look a little bit disheveled this morning. I don't know why. Got like a little bit of a rashy thing on my cheek. You guys can see that. I think it's from the cold. I'm not 100% sure though. But yeah, I'm just having my breakfast, having a coffee. I don't really know what the plans are for today. The Queenstown part of this trip, and you'll probably notice from this video that it's like a little bit less, I don't know what the word is, like daily, and just like a little less vloggy than the other vlogs. So I think this one will probably end up carrying on to when I return back to the Gold Coast, and like, you know, my last couple of days of holidays before I go back to work. Especially this part of the trip, I feel like is a little bit more of just relaxed and seeing stuff, but like, I don't know, it's less like, whoa, if that makes sense. None of this is making sense. I clearly haven't had a coffee yet. I've been to Queenstown before, and this is kind of the part of the trip where I'm showing my parents bits and pieces and like places that I really enjoy, and taking them out for meals and that kind of stuff. But I don't know, maybe it's also a bit of the weather. Like the weather's been quite cloudy and it's the end of the trip, and I don't know, we're just kind of like moving around doing little bits and pieces, but it's nothing like crazy, and I just haven't been picking up my camera. So yeah, just a little bit of a PSA. But yeah, I've got 2 days left here in New Zealand before I go home. There's some wineries here that I still would like to go to. I also haven't been to like the Queenstown gardens, like in the town. If you keep walking around, there's gardens, and yeah, I haven't been there myself yet, so I'm keen to go there. Walk around the shops a little bit. Tomorrow is actually, well, this weekend is Easter, so tomorrow is Good Friday, so I don't know if that means places will close, but we are going to the hot pools tomorrow, which is very nice relaxing way to end the trip. And my flight home is on Saturday, so that's kind of where we're at. But yeah, New Zealand is one of those places that I was talking on my Instagram stories. New Zealand is one of those places for me that like every time I come here, I just feel so like at peace, and I don't know what it is about New Zealand, but it just like, it's my favorite place. Like it always will be, and I don't know, it just makes me so happy. And I've been thinking since I've been here, I'm always like on to the next holiday. I'm like, where are we going next? Like I've got a few ideas in my head, but I'm like, do I tee up some things with some of my friends, or do we do a bit more of a solo trip? Like, I don't know, I'm just keen. I'm just keen. But it is funny because a lot of my friends are traveling like this month and next month, and they're all doing like similar like solo trips, or yeah, like traveling by themselves, or I don't know, it's just a cool phase of life. And I feel like a lot of my girlfriends, like we're kind of crossing over in that department, so that's really fun. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. I also was trying to read the second book in the
Chestnut Spring series, but I realized I accidentally downloaded the third book instead of the second book. So I thought I had like them back to back. But anyway, I'm gonna have to wait till I get home. So we're reading Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. Still country romance, but a bit different.
Like that, we are back on the Gold Coast and straight back into it. I waste no time. I was so keen to wash all of my clothes and just unpack my suitcase, get sorted and settled. And I was actually really excited to be back in my apartment. I think this trip was really good for me because it kind of gave me a bit of a reset and got me back on track, which I definitely needed. Of course, straight into the supplements, Metamucil, greens, just to get the body feeling good again and hit the ground running now that we're home.
Good morning, guys. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I've got the mic on because we are making coffee this morning, and if I don't have this on, I know you're not going to be able to hear me very well. I'm just so excited to be home and I have been waiting for this moment, this one in particular. Because when you're traveling, especially when you're a coffee lover, it's really hard sometimes to find a coffee that you just, it just hits. Do you know what I mean? And I think you get really accustomed to what you're used to. And obviously I have my beautiful coffee machine, which I make my coffee with pretty much every day. To say that I've missed her would be an understatement. Yesterday I was having a little bit of a moment at the airport, as you do. You reflect before you come home. And I was like, all these things that I'm so grateful for and I'm so excited to do, like make my coffee. And I've been looking forward to this moment right here. And I'm bringing you along with me. And we're gonna have a little bit of a check-in chat because this is joined on to the few clips I got while I was in Queenstown. I showed you a little bit of what I got up to, but as I said, Queenstown was very much a yes, travel and see things, more so showing my parents things because I've already been to Queenstown. But it was also kind of a time to sit back, reflect, reevaluate things, kind of like just assess what we were going to do when we came home. And it was really, really beautiful. Like, I say that in a really good way. I loved that I had that part of the trip. Sorry, I'm disorientated because I need to make my coffee. Where is everything? First things first, coffee. Actually a little bit dangerous. In my cupboard, I've got one jar is decaf and one isn't. Pretty sure this isn't decaf, if I remember correctly. And we're going to have an iced latte today because whilst I kind of feel like a hot coffee, I also love a good icy. And when I was away, I found it very hard to want to have an icy, obviously because it was so cold. But yeah, at the same time, I don't know, it's just when you know, you just get very accustomed to the way that you like things. Also, because I was staying at hotels that had breakfast included, a lot of the days I was having my coffee at like the buffet breakfast situation. And that coffee just isn't like my coffee. So excited. It's probably really bad that I'm this excited to make my coffee, but it just goes to show
Little things that you've created in your life make the everyday more fun. And that's definitely the case for me. Like making my coffee every day is such a simple but like really big part of my life that just makes me feel really happy. Woke up, went for a walk this morning. So nice to be back in routine and easing back into a new routine, which we will touch on later. I am spending the day just kind of getting the apartment sorted. All of my plants needed to be watered. Everything needs to be washed, and yeah, just kind of tidying up the house so that I feel a little bit more settled. I also have no food. Luckily I had a few eggs left over, so I've already had some eggs. But we need to go to the shops and get some food and fill the fridge. This is so exciting. Double shot, yes, please. And mind you, I did have a few good coffees while I was away, particularly at cafes. But yeah, like I said, it was just convenient some days, especially when I wasn't like in a big township where there was a lot of things. And the few coffees I did buy, I would say half of them just didn't quite hit the same. And I don't know why, but it just didn't. I think making your coffee at home, if you're a coffee person, it's just kind of like the act of making the coffee that just kind of is like a little bit of a mindfulness activity. Like it just kind of is a little bit of peace every morning where I just make my own coffee and you know that everything's gonna be okay. Oh, there's no cup under it. All right, we need ice. Now, I'm gonna make it in a non-aesthetic cup because I didn't have any almond milk in the fridge. So it's gonna be warm, long life milk. So I'm gonna use a big cup so that we can cool it down. All right, first step, some ice cubes. Oh, I might even use a few more. And the rest I'm gonna pop in my drink bottle. Must be waking up all the neighbors. And now that there's a whole chunk of ice in there, I'm gonna pop my almond milk in, give it a bit of a, I tell you what, it is warm here. Like it is toasty back on the Gold Coast. All right, now that we've got our coffee, next step is of course, collagen. You guys know the drill. I have missed taking my collagen. Put 2 teaspoons in my coffee. Really keen to get back on all of my like supplements and yeah, just get back to feeling really good again. I think I was like kind of caught up in the go of life before I left for New Zealand. And yeah, my time away kind of gave me a little bit to process and just kind of rethink, I guess, how I want to do things. And yeah, I definitely let some of my habits that make me feel good go. Just in the busyness of life, which is fine. Okay, this is the exciting part. Are you ready? Did miss the cup a little bit. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So happy I could cry. I'm gonna chuck a little bit more almond milk in there. And Bob's your uncle. Really just what the soul needs right now. There we go. This is honestly what dreams are made of. Thank you for coming along with me. So I'm getting through my last little bits of washing. I also thought I'd use this time to journal a little bit. I've also got to stick in some of my scrapbooking bits and pieces. I love that I took my whole journal away with me and I journaled once. That is a habit that we are getting back into because when I'm journaling non-stop, and I've said this a million times, I feel so good. I feel connected. I feel in control, like I'm in the driver's seat, and that's really what I want to get back. I didn't actually keep many mementos as I normally do, but I always glue in my boarding passes and then like any little attraction things that I go to or do. I love having like almost like a little scrapbooking element in my journals. Lovely. Side note, I love flying on Air New Zealand. It is so good. Every time I've flown with them, you are never disappointed. I've flown with them a few times now and it's definitely the way to go. All right, and then let's glue these in. Actually, I don't need all of them. Ta-da. And then this page can be journaled on. I also got this cute little postcard over there from Lake Tekapo, which is, I don't really know what to do with her, but we're just gonna leave her in the front here. I also got all of these stickers to stick on my Yeti. Like I got a whole bunch. Some of them I got because the last time I went to New Zealand, I went to these places, but like I did the Roy's Peak hike. We've got Mount Cook, Milford Sound I did last time. We've got Lake Tekapo, Coronet Peak, that's where I went skiing last time. And this one is from Mount Cook again, but I just thought it was too pretty to not get. So I'm also gonna stick them on my drink bottle. My camera is flashing, she needs to be charged. So I think I'm gonna pop you on charge and we'll check in once you've got some energy. And this is kind of where this vlog ends. I know it was a bit all over the place, half a travel vlog, half returning home, but getting back into routine just felt good. This day was all about meal prep and made some scrambled eggs for breakfast to heat up before work. If you don't put cottage cheese in your eggs, you are missing out. You must start doing this. And yeah, just kind of getting back on track with everything. Getting back into some healthy habits that just make me feel good and feeling so inspired now that I'm home, which is such a nice feeling when you return from a trip. Definitely have been reflecting a lot more and keen to share some of those ideas and things that I have realized over the past couple of weeks with you guys in the coming vlogs. Just really enjoying my peace at the moment and my little safe bubble and connecting with myself. So I'm looking forward to exploring that with you further. But I wanted to thank you for watching this vlog and coming along with me throughout my travels in New Zealand, and I will talk to you super soon. Bye.